back to the show, everyone, and welcome back to Cities Skylines. This is a new recording session for me, and I am exhausted after a full day of work, but I am not too exhausted to record. Today's episode, again, since this is a new recording session, is going to be primarily focused on working on the instructions that you aldermen have decided to enact for your district. And I thank you all very much for participating and playing along with me and running your districts hopefully smoothly. It has been a while since I've played, and there are quite a few instructions that I need to do, so this will probably take the majority of the episode, but that's okay. In fact, that's the way I like it. Because the more work you guys do, the less work I have to do, you know? Alright, taking it in order... Taking it in order, this is apparently the wrong damn city that I loaded. Boy, I'm off to a great start, aren't I? You would have thought I would have noticed the fact that it had said Butt City down here instead of Hawkland, but apparently that's how freaking tired I am. Alright, so we're now orienting the camera the way I want it to be oriented here, and we're going to pull up the districts list one more time, as apparently everybody needs water. Probably means that our lake here is almost completely drained, but I'll work on that in a second. Everyone can just deal. Alright, so the first order of business here is Kalo's Corner. I love this district map, man. This is going to make this part so much easier. So in Kalo's Corner, Alderman Kaloshade wishes us to enact the recreational drug use law, done and done. And if you guys have forgotten the laws, take a look here as I do this. You can see some of the different laws that are available, and you can tell me which ones to enact or to repeal. Recreational use drugs increases crime, it slightly reduces crime, slightly increases tax income, and it moderately increases tourism, but it also increases the police budget by 15%. So hopefully the visitors who come to get high in Kalo's Corner will be able to give me more tourism money to offset the cop cost. So yeah, there are all these services here that you can see, as well as different tax rates you can have me set, which can affect what citizens move into the city. And of course there's also city planning, which sort of does the same thing, but this is without the income part of it, and it just encourages or discourages certain aspects to the buildings that will be coming in. Alright, so that's Kalo's only order, recreational use drugs. Now District 3, which is Smittyhood, that's one of the older commands that I have been asked to do. Like, I was asked by Alderman Smith for Smittyhood to add trains to the district, and I want to still, but I can't because I sort of built Smittyhood a little too close to this line, and I don't own this section of land yet. So it's gonna have to. The police station is on fire. Well, hopefully the fire department can put it out. But anyway, we'll have to buy this section of land before we can add some trains. I do want to do that so we can start getting an outside connection and start working with tourism, but one thing at a time. But so that one is going to remain outstanding. Okay, back to the district list. District 5 has been claimed by Muhammad Al-Mansour, which I believe I pronounced almost right once. And I had forgotten to name it, which he wanted me to do a while ago. So District 5 is now officially oh god, I'm gonna fuck up this pronunciation. Midopolitan, I guess. So that is District 5, and he wishes the smoke detector distribution, the parks and recreation, recycling, and education boost laws. So those 4 are now enacted. So that makes Midopolitan a very expensive district since there's gained upkeep because of the smoke detectors, slightly reduced tax income due to recycling since that money is basically being taken out of the sanitation department. Parks and Rec makes all the decoration budgets go up, and Education Boost makes all of the education costs there go up. So now it's a pretty expensive district, but it's pretty high quality and pretty healthy. So I think it's going to work out pretty well. And I just realized I can actually pull up a list of populations by district. I didn't know I could do that. That's really useful. It's also useful to see how it breaks down. Like in Metropolitan, it's mostly seniors. Seniors are pretty much the number of people. It's almost as many people as the other 4 categories combined. That's really interesting. But, I'm going to have to work with those numbers. So like in Kalo's Corner, let's see, weekly tourist visits is only 5. Tons of adults in his district. So that means there's probably going to be a lot of people getting high over there. And hopefully the weekly tourist visits will go up a little bit so we can take advantage of that. Okay, so the next one is District 7, which is Ayla's clan. She owns an industrial zone, and what she wants me to enact is ban heavy traffic, which seems very kind of scary, but we're going to do it anyway. So we've banned heavy traffic, so there is no heavy transport vehicles allowed in this district, which means if anyone wants to go from like this section to this section, they're going to have to drive all the way around down here and then all the way around over here because Ayla's clan district covers all of these roads, including this connecting road. So anyone who goes to or from these 3 districts to these districts are going to have to take kind of a roundabout path. It's usually a law that would only be more useful in residential zones so residents don't complain so hard about noise pollution, but whatever. These are your laws and I will work with them. Alright, since a lot of peeps are complaining very much about a lack of water, let's see if I can move the buildings. So I want to keep draining this lake here. Can I? Okay, yeah. So move that there. Move this there. I was going to wait until I did the rest of the business, but I have a feeling that our peeps just can't take it much more. They need water a little too badly. Okay. Clean up this. And we're going to make ourselves a power line here. I'm going to go triple speed for a second, make sure that works. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there is just not that much water left. I mean, you see it getting sucked up, but we have almost completely drained this lake. And I think what I'm going to do, or I know what I'm going to do, is I'm going to put a district down here. And one of you guys can claim it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, and it's kind of scary because if this dam decides to break, or if I just blow it up to be a dick, then the district here is going to get flooded, and there's going to be a whole bunch of dead people. It'll be kind of interesting. Why do you guys still need water? Am I just not pulling that much up from this? Pumping capacity. It doesn't say that it's... Let's see, let's check the water. Oh, we just need another pump, probably. Okay, we'll make one more water pump. And, yeah, that's good enough. There we go. Okay, 5 water pumps, which are draining the almost non-existent lake. Excellent. My work here is done. Okay, so the next is Tech Guru, who owns District 8, which is called Infinity Square. And Alderman Tech Guru wishes us to enact the smoke detector distribution, and he already has the education boost and the high-tech housing policies active, so this will help out even more. Let's see, looking forward here, District 12 has been claimed by Alderman Chris Engel. He does not wish me to rename it at the moment, but that's okay. And District 12, he wishes me to enact... Okay, let's see. No heavy vehicles. Oops. No heavy vehicles. Free public transport. And he wants me to make a bus route through the district. Now, I don't know where exactly my bus routes are. Oh, wow, I basically have no bus routes. I remember that. I basically just made bus routes between District 16 and District 13 without really doing much of anything else. Oh, I guess I did send it up here to Ayla's clan as well, which might help her out because most of her buildings are abandoned. Are they just abandoned because of lack of water? Yes. Okay, so we will recover that. But in the meantime, I suppose I could make a bus line between District 12 and Knott's Landing, since Knott's Landing is such a high-rise district. It would actually make a lot of sense. So we're going to make a new bus line. So let's see. Okay, where's the District 12 border end? Okay, so I do have it across that vertical section. So we are going to make a bus line. And this makes everybody happy. Like, not only does it make, like, it has a radius, which is excellent. So, yeah, and I was thinking the bus line could actually... Oops. It's a little touchy. You have to make sure you pick the correct side of the road. But anyway, let's see, let's go here, here, here. Whoops, missed one. But this makes everybody in the district happy, and like they are, you might be hearing the upgrade ding because this is making, like, this is adding a service to the district. So as far as the peeps are concerned, this is just about as good as adding like a new police department or a new fire brigade or something. All right, then let's see, how would I... Okay, if I loop it back around that way... What if instead we loop it around like this? And come on, baby. It's a little touchy trying to line these stops up exactly where I want them lined up. There we go. There we go. And you only need one bus depot. You can have more if you want to help distribution, but with one bus depot, it will automatically spawn more buses to handle the increased number of routes. So now we have a nice little route for here, and I am making a butt ton of money all of a sudden. 14,000 a week, not bad, not bad at all. Oh, so many dirty buildings. Don't worry, Alderman Ayla, these buildings will return soon, I'm sure. Already, traffic is a nightmare over here because of that law that I enacted. Look at all those heavy transport vehicles. Now, the interesting thing is it's going to take a lot of pressure off the highway here. Because of that, like, because of the law to ban heavy traffic on Ayla's clan, it will probably reduce a lot of stress on these connecting roads as well. But it will increase a lot of the road stress here, especially on top of these, on top of our farmland for District 13. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can make the traffic any worse. All right, so our final act of Alderman business is District 15, which I'm going to have to... Oh, there it is. Okay, so District 15 is owned by Alderman Gulavault, which he wishes me to name the district the same thing. And he wishes me to enact 2 laws and do something else, and I'll explain that in a second. So he wants me to do recycling and power saving, power usage saving, so that'll help out the power plants, but at an increased cost, which is fine. It's a small district so far, so that probably won't cost much. But the other thing he wants me to do is he wants me to build a monument to myself in his district. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. I might use a unique building, or I might design something in the asset creator, since that's what he wants me to do. So I will consider my action for that one. I'm going to hold off for now until I decide what exactly I want to do, but he wants me to build a building, some sort of monument to myself, so I'll think about it. If nothing else, I really am intrigued with the Statue of Shopping, and we need one of these anyway to build the Hadron Collider eventually anyway. So maybe I'll just build one of those. I don't know yet, but I'm keeping that in mind for what I want to do. And then I misspoke. I guess my last act is District 16, which has been claimed by Alderman Jack, and he wishes me to call it Wolfvaria, which is awesome. And I didn't realize how high of a population that district is, but it already has a population of 5,900, which is like almost more than 1/6 of our entire city population. There's just a ton of people living here, since they're all high density residential buildings. Okay, and then one of my aldermen, and I apologize, I did not write down which of you asked me to do this. One of my aldermen wanted me to move the poop water downriver, and I hadn't considered that until he said something, but that's actually not a bad idea. Because the poop water things are still right here, the water treatment facilities. I think I could move them, like ideally I'd move them like here, like on this little part of the beach, but I don't own this section of land. And I've been trying to keep Intelligence Island relatively clean, and you can see that the poop water is receding. However, that said, I could probably hasten the process a little bit, and I'm going to move them right here. I forget which of you asked me to do that. I know I had nothing to do with your district, but it was a good suggestion. So I'm moving the water treatment facilities. Actually, I'm going to call a pause so I don't screw anything up more than I already have. But I'm going to stick them as far over here as possible. And what this will do is it will eventually make this section of water that's still a little dirty, it'll start cleaning this up because the clean water's coming from up here. And with my dam here, it'll help ferry the water over this way, pushing it over this way and cleaning it. And might even clean up this section of Intelligence Island, which is still kind of poopy. So the only problem here, like I would have figured that a lot of the water would have been cleaned up by now, but I think what's going on is that there's not much water movement right there. And just to confirm, yeah, like the water in this section isn't moving at all. So all of the poop water is just sort of piling up over here. Now, I don't know what that's going to do long term. It may not do anything, but if nothing else, this will help Intelligence Island to an extent. So I'm okay with doing this. I think it's an excellent idea. But we will have to... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that strategy I did for Intelligence Island. I'm going to slap down a... That one's cheaper. I'm going to slap down a... Oh, let's see. 6? Yeah. Well, 6 or... 17 at 20. Yeah, that's actually not all that much. Okay, we're going to put down an advanced wind power plant. And then this way, our water treatment plants are on their own power grid. And that way, it should mean that they will always operate. They say they need power. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that should fix it. Yep, there they go. And there it goes, and there it goes. Okay, there we go. Okay. So it may be poop water, but it's clean poop water. Cleaner poop water. And that should help clear up some of the grossness here in the river and hopefully clean up this stuff too. Yes, I know everybody needs poop. Just, there you go. Fix yourselves. I was going to say, everyone should be properly connected. Don't pull this BS on me. Everybody should be connected. Everybody should be connected. There you go. Okay, it's just taking a little time. Alright, I'm going to... Let's see. Okay. This is actually pointless. I don't think I get a refund for destroying pipes, do I? No. So this is just for my own, I don't know. This is just for my own organization, I guess. Just getting rid of some of these extraneous pipes. Okay. Yeah, kinda. Okay, and then we can destroy these. 'Cause there doesn't seem to be a need for having redundant pipes in this game. Unless you just want to secure yourself for when things inevitably go wrong and you make too many decisions too quick together. Alright, so I think we've got everything under control. Traffic here is a nightmare, but whatever. And other than that, I think we are good to go. So, oh yeah, and you can even see the water is being slowly cleaned here. Very slowly, but it's just less dirty by comparison. So everything is going well. I'm going to check my utilities one last time. Oh, it's okay. Water availability is in the red, and sewage treatment is almost at capacity. All right. We will fix those two problems tomorrow, and then we will continue expanding Hawkland and keep pushing and pushing for greater levels. In fact, we're very close to leveling up already. Less than a couple hundred people, and we will be a capital city. Can't wait. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you tomorrow for another episode.